All right, welcome to this video on installing Elastic with Ludus. So as you can see here, this is my Proxmox, which Ludus is installed on. I have not created a user for Elastic. It'll be ES. So let's get into that. So here we go. Here are my notes. And we'll need to, of course, I always say, hey, read the docs. There are docs out there. This is the Ludus docs, and specifically on Elastic Security Lab. So please read through this and install everything you need. All right, let's get into it. So first off, we're going to SU to root. Well, really, first off, we're going to SSH into Ludus itself. So let me find where that is for me. So my Ludus is right here. As you can see, I'm root. And I'll go ahead and cd to home/server admin, where I have a bunch of stuff. Okay, great. That's neat and everything. Let me do some cleanup here and make stuff bigger and smaller. Good. All right, so we're su to root. We're already there. The next thing is to install the status. So again, let me make this a little bit on one side and the other one on the other side. Kind of a thing. Okay, great. We'll do this. This will provide you the root key. I'll blur this out later. Grab the root key, and we'll go to the next piece where we're actually going to use that. So I'm just going to open up VS Code really quick. I'm going to copy this whole command. Bring over my VS Code. I'm going to paste in my command. As you can see, root key here. So we'll go ahead and find that root key, grab it, and let me exit out all. I'm not sure what all is going on here, but let me go ahead and paste it in here. Paste. Make sure these are okay. All right, so what this is going to do is going to create a user ID called ES. It's going to be, the name is Elastic. So that looks good. That's going to be our user. So copy that, paste it into here. You're going to see this waiting for server. It takes a moment or so. Fear not, though, it will work. So while that's doing it, I'm going to look here, and it's talking about installing roles for that ES user. So that's the next thing I'll do, is we'll install this Elastic Container role, and then we'll do a Elastic Agent role. So let me look back here. Looks like we're still waiting for the server. So if you're curious and you want more verbose logging on this, because maybe it errors out or whatever, just do at the end of the command -- verbose. So, okay, cool. This did all the stuff we wanted to. I'm just going to grab all this information because we're going to need it for later. So I'm just going to paste it here. So this is like the only time you're going to get this. You'll have to regenerate this if you don't keep this. You must have this. Please keep this. I'm going to copy this. We're going to do a few things with this. Like we're going to export this key to Ludus. That right there equals this. And then we can be that user. That we'll start doing things as that user. So let me go ahead and copy this full meal deal. Go in here, paste it. Cool, we're exported. Nice. All right, so let's go back here and I'll just copy and paste some of these roles. So I want this role, my new user. Great, it installed successfully. Let's do the Elastic Agent now. So let me just do copy button. Go. And shortly afterwards, we have a successful install of that role. Fantastic. So let's add the Elastic Container config. So let me go over this real quick. There's a Debian 12 server added, which has the role of Elastic Container, which we added earlier. And then you can put whatever password you want in here. I'm just making it easy. And then if you want to add an agent role to things, then this is a more complete config actually. So this is just the actual container, Elastic Container, but this is a more complete role that you'll probably use because it'll have not only the container that we just talked about, it'll also have like a DC with Elastic Agent on it. And we'll also have a Win11, and again with an Elastic Agent on it, a Kali box, and an Ubuntu box. I forget why I put this here. Probably put some Docker stuff on it. And then another Elastic Agent on top of that. So forth and so on. And then we have a network and then VLANs. Make sure your VLANs are all like, for all these machines, like 10. And this Kali can be 99 VLAN because we have rules in here that say that 99 can go to 10. So that's fine. But you need these other ones need to be 10, 10, and 10, that kind of thing. Cool. I'm just going to grab this whole thing. I'm going to do Nano, you do your favorite, whatever you want. I'm going to call this, what's this? Elastic range config. Elastic range config. Whoops, config.yaml. Great. Oh, it's already in here. Cool. Well, that's great. So I'm just going to look really quick. Oh, I even changed the password to password. Cool. Okay, yeah, this all looks fine. So great. That's nice. We'll go ahead and just to make this perfect, let's just go ahead and remove Elastic config, and then we'll make this one Elastic range, just so that there's just no hidden things. You know what I mean? Whoops. Yay. Let me go back here. Copy, paste. Let's save this out. Okay, great. So now there should be no hidden issues with this. All right, then we're going to set the range. So set it to that config. So copy, paste. There we go. Your range config has been successfully updated. That's fantastic. And then we just deploy it. So let's do that. I'll say deploy. It's deploying. We can go ahead and we can watch the range deploy in the background by viewing the logs. Just like this, where it's, hey, I'm creating this from a template, so forth and so on. Go to your Proxmox, and you'll start seeing something. So I'll go up here, and there's the ES. I'll open it up, and there we go. It's starting to do some things here. So that's great. It's configuring. All right, and so really, you just wait a short period of time. I would say maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I can't really remember how long it takes to deploy, all these different things in here. But that should work for you. And then if you want to access the Elastic server, then you're going to use port 5601 to access it. And also, don't forget to get your WireGuard config. And you can find that, I believe, also in the create users lab, where we can find that. So let me exit out of this. And we can do find WireGuard. So there it is, WireGuard, create WireGuard config. So like for this one, we'd say copy, and we would be very specific though in changing the user from this one. Yep. And then we'll have our WireGuard config. So go do that. Oh, and then the user right here is not JD, it's ES. And then that'll spit out the config file that we'll later on use to go into the environment. So let's check out Ludus. And it looks like Ludus is already making a DC. So that's fantastic. Looks like it's already doing the elastic container. That's also fantastic. So this is moving pretty fast. Should be done within 15 minutes. All right, well, that is it for deploying Elastic in Ludus. Enjoy and hope to see what you create with this. Thanks.